Hi, my name is Alyssa Jordan Herrera. Today I will be doing an introductory video over certain questions explaining what my life is about. So, first question is, what are my strengths? According to my Naviance Strengths Finder, my strengths is describing me as a competitor, as a future thinker, and as a presenter. So it'd say that I am a competitor, that I strive to win a lot, and I like to be part of a team and live life as a game, like it's played. I'm a future thinker because my mind loves to think and dream about the future and what I would be like later on in life. And I'm a presenter because I love to explain and show my perspective to people, explaining why I think this might happen compared to somebody else's perspective. Second question is, what are my weaknesses? See, I think of my weaknesses as that being told that I'm wrong, I really get really irritated so fast, and that I cannot not do anything. I always have to be active. So when I say being told that I'm wrong, I'll understand the fact that I understand that I'm wrong, but I would need an in-depth answer and explanation of why you think that. So if I got a problem wrong, but in my head I think that I'm right, I would need you to tell me that, okay, well here, you kind of did something wrong here, and so if you went back and did something to help that, you could get a better outcome. Next is not winning, which is basically my strength is being a competitor. I always love to win. I always strive for the first place. I always want to beat somebody else. So not winning, I can accept the fact that I lost, but I will not accept the fact that I am called a loser. I have good sportsmanship and always will congratulate and give effort to the opposing team. However, I do not see myself as, oh, I did this wrong, so I let my whole team down. No, it was a team effort, and I will always try my best for the next game. And not being active would be just saying that I always have to do something. I can't sit down and not do anything. I always have to have something going in my mind, something writing it down, explaining, solving problems. I'm a problem solver. Third question is, tell me about a time you had overcome a struggle or obstacle. So, I grew up in a good childhood, knowing like my parents telling me right from wrong, but I also had some situations over my childhood. But I would say that a situation that I went through would be in 6th grade. Right now I'm in varsity choir, but in 6th grade I was just in intro choir. And at the end of 6th grade, we were told that we could try out for varsity choir. Well, I tried out, and our choir teacher, Miss Hughes, told us that the results were going to be posted during the dance on the Friday. And I said, okay. So Friday came, and I got all dressed up. Like, I went with my friends, Savannah and Brianna Lee, and I just told them that I wasn't going to stress. I knew that my teacher would make a good decision no matter what she thought in mind, and that I would just have fun and enjoy that night. However, that time came when she posted the names of who made which choir, and I had so much joy inside myself that I was so looking forward to see my name under varsity choir. However, I got up to the posted sheet and I saw that my name said Alyssa Herrera Chorale Choir. That really put like a border on my heart and hurt me so much to realize that I tried so hard and I gave all my effort to that, but not knowing that I didn't make it and I made the second best choir in the school, it really put me in a tough situation. But I also noticed that she made her decision and that's her right. She's a teacher, she's older, so she should know what's best for me. The next year, I made a pact with my friend Brianna Lee saying that no matter what we think, we are always good to our capability. Nobody can put us down without our consent. So I did exact that. I said that I would try my hardest this whole year in chorale choir and prove that I am a worthy student and worthy singer of joining varsity choir in 8th grade. Well, to all my hard work and dedication to chorale choir in 7th grade, my teachers noticed that. So at the end of 7th grade, I tried out for varsity choir again. I did my solo, my sight reading, and my teacher really was pleased with me. She said that, Alyssa, I see that you worked so hard during this year, and I know that you strived and grew out of your shell, and now I see what you're capable of. So she told me that I would make varsity choir in 8th grade, and that she wanted me to burst out even more and try more things. So now I'm an 8th grader and I'm in varsity choir, but I would have never got over the situation with just having sadness in my heart and not knowing and not trying anymore. I knew that if I didn't try and I just gave up, my life was gonna go nowhere. I knew that I had to do something in order for me to get past that event that happened. So therefore, just believing in myself and trying as hard as I could, I knew that I could succeed even more. Question 4 was briefly explain your most meaningful experience inside or outside of school. So for this question, I really got to thinking because what I do outside of school is just normal. I do my homework, I do outside sports, I'm really into electives. But when it came to a meaningful experience, I would say that me and my mom have a good bond. We get along very well. But growing up with her, I knew that she knew what was best for me and she knew that she was going to have to teach me a lot of stuff. But when I was at the age of 10, I would see my mom come home from work and see that she loved her job, but she also had some parts in the day where she would get tired and upset. She said that if she could have gone back in time, she would have done college and she would have been a lawyer. And I really expected her to be a lawyer. She's a really great debater and really knows how to express her perspective and argue with the opposing person. So I told myself that I didn't want to see her say what if, because I knew that she was capable of doing anything. I knew that if she kept on saying, what if I did this, or what if I didn't have done this and I could have gone to a different path. We only live life once, and I understand that. But I really felt sadness hearing my mom say what if, because when I look at her, I see her as a role model. I see her as a strong individual woman. But to see her put herself down like that, that really made me feel that I wanted to help her out. So hearing that, I'm 13 now, so over those 2 years I thought I wouldn't want to grow up and say, what if I did this? Because I wanted to surpass my mother and know that I accomplished whatever she wanted to do and even more. However, now I wanted to continue into debating and arguing and pursue to be a lawyer due to them fighting for their case and showing how much they care about that person and giving facts and statistics about why this certain person should be able to do or get or receive certain things. And last question is, what do you do when you are struggling in an academic class? So when I came into middle school in 6th grade, I started off with 2 pre-AP classes, which are my best classes, which was pre-AP Science and pre-AP Math. The next year, I got into more, and I did an extra one. So I added pre-AP Language Arts onto my Math and Science. And then once I got into 8th grade, I'm now doing all pre-AP, so pre-AP US History, Algebra, pre-AP Language Arts, and pre-AP Science. However, I also found it not harder, but more in-depth and more helpful in learning. But I understood that some problems were going to come ahead because this is a higher class than on level, and I knew that I was going to try even harder just to understand the meaning of problems. But during this first semester, I kind of got the classes for language arts got kind of harder for me, and which made my average go down and made me freak out and wanted to do something about it. So I decided that since I'm not doing good in this class, I wanted to go up to my teacher and say, hey, is there anything I could do? Can you explain this to me? But my teacher would say that, look over your paper, see your errors, and try to fix them, and if not, go to her. So I did that. I did exact that. I looked over my paper and I found errors, some mistakes that I did, and then I crossed it out and I redid it and I got the correct answer. However, some questions were actually kind of harder that I didn't understand, so I went up to my classmate that got either a higher grade than me or got it right and had them explain it to me what I did wrong or what I could have done better. And then if nobody could have helped me at that time, I would have gone to the teacher, which I did, and had her explain to me what I did wrong and what I could do better. So that pretty much sums up all my questions for this introductory video. Again, thank you so much for listening for my project for the eportfolio, and just wanted to say that my name is Alyssa Herrera, and thank you.